Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. What? Let's get to the news. Lads and lassies, buckle up because we got ourselves a bombshell dropping in Scottish football like a thunderclap over Ibrox. Word on the street is that Emirates, the airline giant known for splashing cash in football, has tabled £1 billion proposal to take over the mighty Rangers. That's right, $1 billion. Nay chump change, nay pie in the sky rumor. This is real. And it's got everyone from Govan to Dubai talking. Whether you wear blue or just watch the chaos unfold, this is the kind of news that sends shockwaves across the game. Rangers, one of the most historic clubs in world football, the pride of Glasgow, could be standing at the brink of a seismic shift in ownership, power, and ambition. And let's be honest, after years of rebuilding and resurgence, this could be the final piece in their return to the top, not just in Scotland, but across Europe. Now, let's not pretend this came out of nowhere. Rangers, despite all the on-pitch drama and boardroom politics over the past decade, remain a sleeping giant, a massive global brand with fans across continents. They've weathered administration, clawed their way back through the leagues, lifted titles again, and dipped their toes into Europe with swagger. For a brand like Emirates, which already sponsors the likes of Arsenal, Real Madrid, and AC Milan, jumping into Scottish football might sound mad at first. But it's clever. The Scottish market's got loyal fans, deep rivalries, and a European doorway through the Champions League. If you're Emirates, you're thinking, we don't just want exposure, we want to own it. And what better way to own it than with a team that's got 55 league titles to its name, a loyal global fan base, and a chip on its shoulder big. Enough to fuel a dynasty? But here's the twist, folks. This isn't just a sponsorship deal. We're talking full-on acquisition, ownership. Emirates reportedly wants to buy a controlling stake in Rangers, rebrand elements of the club's commercial image, pour in fresh investment, and turn the club into a European contender within 5 years. They're eyeing not just domestic dominance, but consistent knockout stage appearances in the Champions League. That's no small promise, and it comes with its own risks and rewards. Imagine Ibrox under the Emirates banner, a newly refurbished training center, marquee signings, and the kind of wage structure that could tempt talent from the top 5 leagues. It's the kind of vision that has some fans dreaming and others worried. Because for every sugar daddy that saves a club, there's another that turns it into a branding exercise gone wrong. And that's where the tension lies, innit? Rangers fans have been through hell and back. From admin to liquidation, from third division trips to title glory again. This is a fan base that bleeds for their badge and doesn't want to sell their soul for a few shiny coins. Emirates might offer a fortune, but the question is, what do? They want in return full control over operations, naming rights over Ibrox, influence over signings. Will we be watching the Emirates Rangers in 5 years with a new crest, new kits, and a global outreach strategy that puts profit before pride? You can see why some fans are cautious. You don't want your club to become a plaything or a marketing tool, but you also can't ignore the potential this kind of deal brings. Let's no kid ourselves. Scottish football needs investment. Celtic's been dominant financially for years, and even with Rangers back in the fight, the league as a whole lags behind Europe's elite. A deal like this could raise the profile not just of Rangers, but of the entire SPFL. More eyes on the league, more telly deals, better youth development, maybe even a chance for clubs outside the old firm to get a piece of the pie. But here's the catch. It only works if it's sustainable, if the money's spent wisely, and if the values of the club remain intact. And that's a delicate balance. We've seen what happens when foreign investors come in without understanding the culture. Rangers isn't a brand. It's a way of life for many. Emirates will need to learn that fast. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. From a footballing perspective, the mind starts to race. Imagine the caliber of players Rangers could attract with that kind of backing. Suddenly, the wage cap stretches, the scouting network expands, and instead of losing top talent to England or the continent, the club becomes a destination, not a stepping stone. You could have a world-class manager at the helm, proper depth in every position, and serious Champions League ambitions. Not just qualifying, I mean competing. Quarterfinals, semis, even dreaming of a final one day. It's bold, aye, but that's what this kind of money enables. But again, it all depends on execution. Just because you've got cash doesn't mean you'll spend it wisely. Ask PSG how that's going. Behind the scenes, the boardroom at Ibrox is reportedly split. Some see the Emirates offer as a golden ticket, the kind of lifeline that only comes once in a generation. Others are wary of giving away control, especially to a foreign conglomerate with different priorities. There's talk of board meetings being called, advisors being flown in, and fan groups demanding transparency. Rightly so. In Scottish football, trust has to be earned. We're a proud people, and our clubs are more than businesses. They're communities, histories, and legacies rolled into one. If this deal's going through, fans deserve a seat at the table, or at the very least a voice in the room. And then, of course, there's the question of rivalry. What does Celtic do in response to this? If Rangers suddenly become flush with cash, spending like a Premier League side, you best believe there'll be pressure across the city. The old firm's always been about balance. If that scale tips hard one way, it could reshape the dynamic entirely. Could we see a future where the derby is not just about pride, but European bragging rights? Could Celtic seek their own investment? Could this force the SPFL to modernize faster? Whether you love or hate the idea of a billionaire takeover, it will change the landscape. That's the reality. At the end of the day, we're in the early days of this story. Negotiations are ongoing, statements are cautious, and until ink hits paper, it's all speculation. But it's loud speculation, and for good reason. This could be the start of a new era, not just for Rangers, but for Scottish football as a whole. It could also be a cautionary tale in the making. That's the nature of modern football. Money talks, but legacy whispers. If Emirates truly want to invest, they'll need to do it the right way, with respect for the history, the people, and the badge. If they don't, they'll face the wrath of a support that's seen too much to be fooled again. So keep your eyes peeled, folks. There's a storm brewing over Govan, and it's wearing gold and red. Whether it brings rain or riches remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, football in Scotland just got a whole lot more interest in. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.